What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another video. Woo! Wow, 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 yo. What a basketball game. And tonight, man, I'm going to talk about the Elite Eight matchup. You had the South Regional Final with the number one seeded Virginia Cavaliers knocking off the number 3 seed Purdue Boilermakers 80-75 in overtime to advance to the Final Four for the first time since I think the 1980s, and head coach Tony Bennett's first time getting into the Final Four. First off, man, shout out to Virginia and Purdue because this was a spectacular basketball game, man. Like, both these teams laid it on the line. Both these teams at one point really looked like they was going to win this game before they actually won it. Just incredible play. You had guys stepping up at the biggest moments, man. You had, my goodness, Carsen Edwards, a.k.a. Stephen Curry, was out there shooting these things from way behind the three-point line, man, as he finished with 42 points, yo. 42. Like, it's like he kind of built like a Derrick Rose, but he plays like a Steph Curry. Now, he don't have the ball handling skills of a Curry, but the way he shoots the ball, man, like, it's Steph Curry range. Like, it was unbelievable to watch, man, to see a college player, first of all, a college player with the green light like that. And then for him to just be chugging these things, man, and for the most part knocking them down to the tune of 42 points, man. Unbelievable, man. Absolutely unbelievable performance by him. Then over there on Virginia, man, you had a lot of people, man, was not very impressed with Virginia's performance against Oregon. Felt like there was a boring team to watch. They don't really score points, plus they don't allow you to score points. Virginia completely, in a good way, in a bad way, good offensively that they showed, like, hey, they got firepower. Now, defensively, they let Purdue get off a little more than they normally let teams get off. But what a performance. Kyle Guy found his shot, man. And shooters, regardless of how you shooting the ball, regardless of what type of slump you in, regardless of if the ball going in or not, you gonna keep shooting that thing. And he been cold pretty much the whole tournament, until the second half of the night when he just flat out caught fire, yo. Him and Carsen Edwards was putting on a shooting show. Ty Jerome was out there knocking down shots. But with all that being said, man, Purdue had a 3-point lead with like less than 10. And it's something that I tell people, man. I know it's a big, long going debate that whenever you up 3 and it's like less than like 10 seconds left, do you foul? I'm always a big believer in, man, you just play it out, man. Like, you just try to play good defense without fouling and hope the guy misses a shot, man, because worst case scenario, you go to overtime, man. Whereas I feel like when you foul, I know the percentages go up, but it's like a chance you could actually lose. They could make the free throw, miss the second one, get the ball in a scramble, and hit a 3 and beat you. So it's like, I'd rather just trust my defense. I know Virginia was hot that second half. Trust my defense. Shoot over it. If you make it, I shake your hand. We go to overtime. You miss it, we win the game. That's how I feel. So Purdue was up 3, man. Klein missed the big free throw, man. That he don't normally miss free throws, man, to leave the door open. And Purdue fouled Virginia, man, with less than like 6 seconds, 7 seconds or something like that left, which a lot of people feel like that's the right strategy you do. So Virginia goes to the line. They knock down the first free throw, miss the second one, and the ball bounces and ricochets past half court. So Virginia point guard picks it up, tosses it to Diakente, however you say his name, and he just pushes up a push shot, and it goes in at the buzzer to send the game to overtime, man. And it's like, wow, like, and I know he feel like, and I know the majority of people feel like that's the right call. But for me, man, it's like, man, just play defense, man. Don't overthink it. Play defense. Play defense and get the rebound. They make the shot, go to overtime. It's not like you gonna lose. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, if they hit a shot, go to overtime. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it came back. The strategy came back to bite Purdue, man, and they get to overtime, and Virginia pulled it out. Carsen, that was kind of, he had one little floating layup, man. But besides that, I think that's the only points he scored in the overtime frame, man. Because he had 40 at the end of the regulation. He finished with 42. But, big time win for Virginia, man. Good for them, man. Last year everybody well know about the, losing to UMBC in the first round, the first 1 seed to ever lose to a 16 seed. Then they come back this year, and in the first round, they was down to Gardner Webb by 14 in the first half. And for them to not only come back win that game, take care of Oklahoma kind of, handle it, pull out a tough, ugly win against Oregon, and then pull out a win tonight against a very hot Purdue team. That's pretty impressive for them, man, to get that monkey kind of off their back and head to the Final Four, man. Shout out to Virginia, man, but shout out to Purdue, man. Purdue played a real good ball game. It makes me think, like, man, I know Cassius Winston is a good player at Michigan State, but I'm like, man, he won play over there over Carsen Edwards? Wow, okay. But shout out to Virginia, man. Congratulations on reaching the Final Four. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have NCAA basketball content throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.